I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. The reason why my spiritual gift means so much to me also is the fact that I think about everything my parents, my brother, and everybody in my life had to sacrifice just to have me and make sure I have a beautiful life. They had to, I ain't gonna say cut their life off, but they had to alter their life. They had to alter their work schedules to make sure when I had my surgeries, I had the support I needed. They had to take months off. My brother couldn't even go outside. Like, well, he could go outside, but he always had to come back and check on me and make sure I was okay. And had to keep me and make sure I had everything I needed. Like, they always went out the way for me. And I feel like spirituality is the way that I'm gonna make sure like they're taken care of after they always took care of me. And I know they always say that's family, you supposed to do that. But to me, that's my biggest thing. Like all the sacrifices they went through, I understand it was to get me here to be doing my spiritual gift and doing what I do today. Without those sacrifices and them putting themselves through what they put themselves through, I don't know if I would be here to be able to do what I'm doing today. So that's why I take my gift seriously too. It's my chance to make sure they know that they gonna be well taken care of after taking care of me and making sure I had what I needed for so long. I just want to use this to, if I can just give a little bit back for everything they gave me, it will mean the world to me. That's why my gift means so much to me, and that's why the spiritual opportunity means so much to me. Because I have people that still sacrificing for me to make sure I live good, eat good, taking care of, putting up with my attitudes as I was growing up, always standing by me and making sure I had the necessary things I needed when I had surgery, or making sure I eat at night, making sure I'm in the bed, making sure I'm well taken care of when they didn't have to. It was like I know I'm your family, but that don't necessarily mean in every family you gonna be taken care of. And that's what I appreciate, moments like that. When I was younger, I used to take moments like that for granted. The moment that when I stepped out of line, they took time to actually put something on my behind and made sure I stepped in line and didn't get out of control or didn't do too much or go too wild when things happen in life. Those are the moments I appreciate. Those are the moments that I will always carry with me, and I want to repay the moments where they went through the most, they went through the worst they ever been through, the most painful they ever been through, and they still stood by me. They didn't let me go down the wrong path. They didn't treat me any differently. They treated me like I was a regular kid, and I grew up with that mindset, and I credit the way I am today to them because they didn't raise me any differently. If I went out there and played and got in trouble, I got a whooping like everybody else. I went through the same thing everybody else went through. They didn't look at my disability and treat me like I was disabled. They treated me like I was a regular person with a disability. They didn't put the disability over the man. And that's the mentality I grew up with. I always seen myself as normal. I just got a disability with it. And that's the way I always see myself. So when I went out there in the world and the world started treating me differently, it was kind of like a culture shock because I wasn't used to it. Because when I'm around my family, I'm just a normal man with a disability. They don't take it easy on me. They make sure I'm in line right, make sure my mind is right, make sure I'm talking right, make sure I'm being respectful and everything. Like, and they went out the way to make sure I'm still included in stuff. Like I'm still a part of everything. They don't shun me away. They don't put me out. They make sure I'm loved and I got everything I need, and that just means the world to me because it just does because everything they had to sacrifice. So they sacrificed all this to give me this opportunity to make sure I'm able to tap into this gift and do what I do every day. You damn right. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure their life is easy as possible. I feel like it's my time to turn around and give back. After all them years of sitting back, receiving things, and not really giving anything back other than wisdom from things I tap into and daily life advice, but I want to give back more because I felt like all I did was take and take and take, and I wasn't really giving back as much as I could have. So that's what this is. This is me going full force to give everything back as much as I possibly can to make sure their lives as easy as they made mine, and they're as comfortable as they have made me over these 28 almost October 20th it'll be 29 years. I'll be blessed to see. I want to make sure as they get older they're taken care of as well as they took care of me. It's the least I can do for my family. And that's why I believe in this spiritual thing so much because of the sacrifices they have made and still are making on a daily basis to make sure I'm always okay or to make sure I always have what I need. That means the world to me. And that's what God put on my heart to talk about today. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though.